Hello, welcome to the Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces reading. And first, I'm going to just mention again that we are in a very strong time of the Mars opposite Pluto energy, and it's going to be very intense. But the beautiful thing about it is, with that, we also get a grand water trine that is going to help us deal with that energy. Don't forget that Pluto is finishing up in Capricorn. So you really want to look at the house that Capricorn is ruling in your chart and your natal chart. So let's start with Sagittarius. Get a card for Sagittarius. This is from the deck. It's called Women of the Earth. This is from the deck from Randy Hoyt. She's an independent artist. I like to support independent artists. It says healing, struggle, pain, vulnerability. Recognize your pain and speak it out loud. Beautiful, beautiful energy for Sag. Ooh, I really like this deck. So let's go ahead, and the other card I want to pull is from the energy of the 7 oracles for Sag. Here we go. Shining through. No matter what a Sag goes through, there's always that very root energy of positivity. They are the most optimistic of all the signs. It's like they, even when things are bad, they find some ray of sunshine. And that is very truly what is needed. So when you see a Sag in pain and having to deal with things that it's really tough for them, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's the energy of a wounded child, right? It's when someone looks at something so wondrously most of the time and is out and exploring things, and then to have something come up that's a personal pain. Yeah, it's just hard, I think, for them to deal with that energy. So, but this is good. So this is from the Wizard's Tarot. This is not upside down. This is the Empress. She is very much Venus energy. She is about letting things come to her. She's very good at manifesting, very good at manifesting. And I think once this wound is healed for Sagittarius, they are going to be able to do some crazy good manifesting. So what happens next? I like this a lot because there's 2 major arcana that came out right in a row. This is strength. And you have your dragon with you. And we'll pull a dragon card at the end for you. So this is strength. You can get through anything. And being that strength symbolizes Leo, which is another fire sign, I think you will be able to handle this very well. I'm actually very happy about what's coming up for you in the cards. Wow, the lovers, another major arcana. This is Gemini energy. Now, your ruler, Jupiter, is in Gemini right now, and there has been a lot of lots of information coming in, not lots of new things to learn. I'm not gonna lie, I'm way behind in learning the whole AI thing. So, but you have choices that you can make. And I think with Jupiter now going retrograde, it's going to give you a chance to catch up. It's going to give you that opportunity to really see what's going on. I will say that right up through December 15th, though, we are going to be having, from the end of November to about the 15th, Mercury is going to be in retrograde for you. And December 6th, Mars is going to be in retrograde for you. So there's a lot of retrograde energy. So there's going to be a lot of you going within. And I would say plan a little bit ahead of time to see what things you can get accomplished before the holidays as to any of what your plans are. But 3 major arcana in a row I think you have got a lot of major things coming up for you. And with the astrology, I think that that shows that. So let's take a look. Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups energy is sometimes it's confusion about what choices to make, too many choices, or it's finding the right choice for you, I would say. I would definitely anything personal that you are going to be going through with the Leo energy of Mars going retrograde, and that's on December 6th. That would be in a trine to your sign. And I would say the first 6 degrees of Sagittarius, if you have anything in those degrees, it's going to definitely affect you. And you're going to be put on this timetable of needing to really go deep on what is your motivation. So let's see what else we have here. Wow, Nine of Cups. Wish granted. You have major arcana here. I think whatever it is that you're going to be working through, do the work, get it finished, because I feel like this energy is going to allow you to make your dreams come true. And I would say, since this falls like in the area of your chart that has, in the area of your reading that is kind of a timing. So in like 9 months, I would say you'll find something coming to completion during that time. Knight of Wands. When things start to move, they will start to move quickly. I think that you'll find that will be happening generally in May. The reason I say May is because Mars is going to be going back into Leo over ground that it's already covered. And this will be the third pass. So that happens the end of April, beginning of May, where Mars goes back into Leo. And then you're completing whatever project that you had going and you're setting it into motion. So a nice return there. The Sun. Again, this Leo energy. I think August next year. Once you put things into play, I think you'll see some returns in August with the Sun energy going on. Again, a major arcana, the Chariot. The Chariot. This is fast-moving energy. Look at the dragons. Love it. Love it. Again, fast-moving energy. That would be July energy. I really think that, again, once it starts going, it's just going to be like Zoom. The work that you're putting in is going to be well worth the effort because it's going to pay off next summer. And another bit of good news for you, this makes sense. Jupiter, this is a cancer card. Jupiter goes into Cancer where it is in its exaltation. It's exalted in Cancer. So your energy is feeling great because your ruling planet is in a place it loves. So, yes. Oh, that'll be very helpful for you. This is the devil energy. And this is what I think you are going to be working on. Who is trying to rein you in? Who is trying to control you? Who have you given your power over to? Because usually the devil energy is very much about you releasing your power to someone else. Someone else is pulling the strings. And a lot about this energy of Aries is us finding our own sovereignty and leaving toxic relationships or toxic patterns of relationships. And at the end of March, we're going to be having the final eclipse in the Aries Libra axis. And that will be in Aries in the North Node area of the chart at about 9 degrees. in an area of the chart that is going to be trine you again. So that is very good energy for you to begin something brand new. Great energy here. Great energy here. So I want to end with a dragon card. I would like a dragon card to volunteer for Sag. What do we have? So you have to be okay. We had a jump. We had one jump out. This is the Curious number 7 card. I really like this because that's very Sag energy. Sag likes to go out and explore and see the world and travel. It's very Sagittarius. So having curiosity, perfect. The Curious. Being in the know is overrated. Certainty is limited, but being curious, it leaves room for mystery, for surprise, for wonder. While dragons are known for great wisdom, they also keep a door open in the mind to grow their fierce intelligence with curiosity. No new relationship, business, art, or science invention started without curiosity. Now is the time to investigate. Ask questions. Open the mind and heart to approach your situation. With a dragon's eye and a curious heart, you can see what others cannot. This would be a very true energy for you, Sagittarius, because with Jupiter in Gemini, you can create many amazing things. Great energy. Okay. So I'll gather up these. These cards are from the Wizard's Tarot. And the link for that is down below. I chose these cards because they are very whimsical and magical. And as we come into this time of October, at the end of the month, we have Halloween or Samhain, and we also have, I believe, November 1st is All Saints Day, which is also very revered. So let's take a look at what's going on. Okay. Let me shuffle these again. I cannot believe how many major arcana cards that you had. So that's kind of surprising. So big things ahead for you. Things to look forward to. Plus, next year, you're going to have a lot of things moving into fire and air signs, leaving the water and earth signs of the major planets. So that is going to be a whole different flavor for you. So let's take a look. What do I want to pull? Oh, yes. Capricorn, women of the earth, that gold. Let's see what we have coming up for you. Something keeps buzzing. Okay, here we go. Capricorn, beach, body acceptance, insecurity, mental health. Your body is beautiful, and there's no standard for beauty. So, great energy. Also, let's look energy of the 7 oracles. And for Capricorn, it is a higher view. I like that owl energy. I think for you, it's very much about you having self-acceptance. You've had Pluto in your sign and for the past 16 years. And that's really difficult when it's going over your sun or going over your ascendant or any personal planets in that area. Ooh, you had something jump right out. I'll show you in a second. I think that energy, oh my goodness. Here we go. I think that energy for you it's life-changing. And if you are a um, Capricorn ascendant, that means that Pluto is going into your second house of money. And so I would say new and imaginative ways to earn a living are what you need to be looking at. You're breaking, Pluto broke down those old construct of the way a business should work. Oh, wow. You have two knights that have showed up. That's very interesting. There's a lot of movement energy. Oh, Capricorn. Cards want to jump for you today. Okay, I'll take this. Let me show you what came out so far, and then I'll draw a few more cards. Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest moving knight, and for what we follow as far as planets, Pluto has been the slowest moving planet, but it still moves and it's planted seeds for you. It's worked those areas of the chart, whether it was your ascendant or your sun, and now you've taken that knowledge that was so hard earned and are able then to move on with it. You've got the seeds planted, and now you're going to move forward into the Aquarius time and bring those to fruition. And it's really interesting that the Queen of Pentacles is the next card that came out. She would be what I would consider an independent businesswoman. She knows how to manage her money. She is also about self-care. The second house is also not just about money or your resources, but also your self-worth and how you look at yourself. So I think this energy is very much something that you're going to be utilizing as you move into this Aquarius energy and finding your own path. And again, we had another knight come out. This is the Knight of Swords. This is, okay, now that we've gotten out of Capricorn and we are setting our way on our own business, we can get busy. We can really move forward because we've taken the time to plant the right seeds. Capricorn would be very careful about getting the work done. So I'm sure that you've probably laid a good base down for what you're going to be building in the future. And here's your surprise, the Tower. And I think this is really going to be a lot of new information, a lot of big changes for you. Currently, we have Uranus in Taurus, which is also a earth sign. So it would be trine to whatever is in those late degrees of Capricorn for you. And I would say there's going to be more unexpected things coming up. But let's see what else the cards have to say. Sometimes towers are not bad things. They get you moving. Four of Cups. I would say in the next 4 months is more of a time for you to make your plans, study up, see what you can get lined up for yourself. And the energy also, Queen of Cups. This queen always makes me feel like the Queen of Cups is overwhelmed, right? I know that I have had a lot of messages about there's going to be a lot of natural disasters involving water or things. You can have a disaster that doesn't involve everybody else. You can have a pipe burst in your home or some other weird thing going on. Your washing machine needs to be replaced. Things like that can happen. And I would say that Capricorn manages to get things taken care of. I mean, you don't let that kind of stuff go. You take care of things. It's, you're going to deal with it. But I think it's going to be an unexpected thing. So let's see what we've got here. The Wheel of Fortune. I think things are going to happen in such a way that it's going to lead you to a different path. The Wheel of Fortune is about divine timing. So things will come in when they're supposed to come in. And maybe you had to have your washing machine break down because you needed to go to the store to pick out a new one. And then on your way back home, you stopped in a coffee shop and then you ran into an old friend and then you got to talking. And so you reestablish an old relationship that's going to help you in the future. It can be like that. That's what's so surprising about some of the energies that are out there. And Uranus is showing up in your reading. So I would say that's definitely energy that you should be aware of. Definitely. Okay, another card. After the Wheel of Fortune, the World. Yes, you're going to be stepping into something new. So divine timing is going to happen when there's the wheel, when there's the world, when there is the death card, or there's any of those energies are about endings having to take place. Something has to end before you can step into the new. You have to get that cleaned up. You have to get whatever it was finished. That's part of the divine timing plan, is sometimes you don't get to move on until you've completed the task that you have had set for you. And then you get a new assignment, right? Then you're able to move on into the world and step into, I would say, a new portal of identity. Very nice. Page of Swords. You can see this is very much, it's very young energy and it's going out in the world. I would say you do have to be careful of, I'm going to clarify this one because this one is bugging me right now. I got the thing of enemy in the, secret enemy in the camp, someone that's giving information to someone else that they shouldn't be. Page of Swords. Can you give us information about the Page of Swords for Capricorn? It's because it's very, the Fool. I would say this is very beginning energy, and you've just had the world show up. And now I think this is going to be a brand new start. I mean, brand new, because you had the world, and then you have the hero's journey starting all over again like it's supposed to. The Fool card. And she's trusting in the universe as she goes forward. Oh, I like this. Let's see if there's any. The Moon. Isn't that a scary thing? Now it's actually a Pisces card, but this is showing a crab. So the moon is the ruler of Cancer. So that's that's your opposite sign. So that's very interesting. Seven of Pentacles. Bide your time. Bide your time. You will be, and watch who you talk to. That's the other thing. Bide your time, watch who you talk to. Things have to be in the right place at the right time, divine timing. And I think you need to trust your intuition. To me, that's what the moon card is saying here, right? You should be able to trust your intuition as to who you can trust and when is the right time to move forward. Because we're going to be finishing things up. I think jobs are going to be changing quite a bit because of AI. So let's really get the energy in of the dragon cards. We'll ask for a volunteer for you, Capricorn. Ask for a volunteer from Capricorn. Ah, yes. Ooh. The Ice Bringer. It's very interesting because in the Northern Hemisphere, Capricorn happens during the winter months. It's the beginning of the winter solstice, is the start of Capricorn season. So I'm thinking that is going to be some nice energy for you. The Ice Bringer. The gift of ice is stillness. The cold has the power to suspend, to hold, to freeze until it is time to act. There is a protection in suspended animation. Now is your opportunity to embrace the power of the colder, more protective dimensions. Create a hermitage. Get still. Allow yourself the cold clarity derived from detached observation. The time for thaw and growth will come. For now, seek shelter in the cooler energies. Nice Capricorn energy. Okay, we will pick these back up. We are going to be moving on to Aquarius energy, which is where Pluto's headed. Get ready to, here it comes again. We will, though, this time have the sun actually get a chance to meet Pluto in your house. So a lot of people say that's when the timing is really started with the Aquarius energy. We've had a number of different things. I feel like Pluto kind of coming in and out of Aquarius has really been prepping Aquarius for what's to come. Because last February, we had all of these planets, except the sun, all of these other planets were, the personal planets were meeting up with Pluto in Aquarius. And I feel like they were, making some beginning plans of what's going to be happening in this house. Okay, you have Cancer, Queen of Cups showing up. Again, that particular queen always feels like it's an overwhelm for me, that she feels overwhelmed. Let's see. Seven of Cups. This energy has been coming up a lot. It's about the choices that you make. Uh, you're such, you see things way, way in advance. You are ahead of the curve as far as what you can see as possibilities. I mean, there's a joke that um, you get things started, and then like a couple months later, the rest of the world is catching up to what your ideas were, or even years to some of the understanding. King of Swords, definitely Aquarius energy, discernment. And I think that's what's tying into the Seven of Cups. You being able to discern which cup or cups you will be taking from and utilizing, and what is meant for you. You start with the Queen of Cups. I'm wondering if we're going to get more kings and queens out. It just seems like there's more coming. Three of Cups. This is great energy. This is celebrating with friends. And this could also be working very well with other people. But it's the energy of celebration. And it's with people that you trust. Very good energy. The Hanged Man. Looking at things from a different point of view. And I think Pluto will definitely bring that energy in for you. Pluto is going to be slow moving energy through your sign. What it's going to start with is it's going to be bringing out all kinds of higher level electronic. I think it's going to be bringing out things that we can't even imagine. We don't even know what to call them. Honestly, I think it's going to be so far advanced than we can even comprehend the changes that are going to be coming for Aquarius. You'll get on that page pretty quick. The rest of us might take a while. But if you look at things from a different point of view, then you'll be able to see again which cup you should be picking, because one of the things Pluto does is it will show, yes, AI is great, but what are you giving up in order to utilize it? Do you have to give up your privacy? Do you are you going to have a change in jobs? You have to look at things from a different viewpoint when you have the Hangman. And I think it'll be your fixed sign. So it might be a little rougher than people would think for Aquarius for these changes. You have the advantage of being able to see out into the future what the plans would be, so you can get adjusted rather well ahead of time as to things that are coming up. But it's going to be so fast. I think it might even surprise you. Two of Cups, and it's right underneath the King of Swords energy. I I don't know why I keep getting the feeling that there's some kind of um, romance, love energy here. Let me see the rest of the cards that come out. This came out under the King of Swords. Okay. Queen of Wands. I knew it wouldn't surprise me to have. She is very attractive, the Queen of Wands. She's very independent. She would be very attractive to Aquarius, right? That very, you don't want somebody that can be overwhelmed. You want someone that's a partner that's like, yeah, not concerned about the. There's always usually a black cat portrayed with her, because during those times, black cats were considered bad luck, and she doesn't care. And she's very wise, and I think very um, getting something new started. I mean, she would be able to understand quite a bit. 10 of Cups. I think this is the person for you. Um, I think it would be really, really hard for you to deal with someone that is Cancer type energy. Um, that's a weird thing for me to say. I'm a Cancer sun with an Aquarius moon. So I'm a unique blend, but there's happiness here. There's emotional fulfillment. And I feel it's with this Queen of Wands energy. It has to be someone that's independent. Aquarius likes to be independent, and they respect that in someone else. It doesn't mean that you can't have a great relationship with that person, but you do have to respect everybody's boundaries, right? And having good boundaries makes for a lot of happiness. This is the 5 of Cups, falling underneath the 2 of Cups. I think I want to clarify this because um, when you spill 3 of the Cups, there's 2 cups left. And that would be the 2 of Cups energy. So for me, it may be that the other relationship didn't work out. And that is cause to, really think about what you want in a relationship. And that's what I feel like this is saying. And there's 2 cups still remaining. And you can see that they're in this tree. They're waiting for you. But you have to get over this time of um, grief, I would say, and feeling bad, and then realize that with the 5 of Cups, there's lots of opportunities still available. Usually, and I don't see it here, but there's like a castle in the background. I suspect back amongst that hill, there's probably a castle in the distance. I can't quite see it here, even with my glasses on. But it's that energy, and what is spilled in the water is magic. So you don't know how that's going to be working out for you in the future. Um, Again, kind of that divine timing energy. Let me just pull a couple more cards with regard to this 5 of Cup. You want to come out, all right? 6 of Wands, recognition. You do know what you're doing, right? See what else is on the bottom side of the deck. Knight of Cups. Um, I love the Knight of Cups because it's the energy of someone who is moving forward but takes the time to enjoy the journey. And I think that's really important for you. So that's what I would say. It's, really get into your, I know that Aquarius compartmentalize things, but try and blend that somewhat. I know that you deal very well with things when you compartmentalize. I do too. Ooh, and I had a card that was flipped here. So this must be for you. Yes, yes. I didn't see that until just now. So obviously, the fledgling. It's a number 4 card. Let's take a look. Number 4. Fledgling. Don't be afraid of taking a risk. Fledgling dragons will fall and stumble before they fly. The trick is to keep getting back up, dust off your wings, and try again. This is the beginning of new power, and it often looks awkward to see a fledgling take wing. But grace comes, as does skill, dexterity, and joy. Let yourself try and try again. Fall spectacularly. Fail gorgeously. Then get up and go again. The expansive sky is waiting. Beautiful energy. Love that. I love that, especially with the energy of all the things going on in Pluto moving into Aquarius. And it's going to be a mess. Whatever, if you happen to be an Aquarius rising, then Capricorn is in your 12th house. And it has been working on a lot of unconscious things for you. Dreams, health issues, things that could have been really, really weighing on your mind, right? I think Aquarius is a great energy. It is actually a very, for as much as they're related to the air, it's actually extremely intuitive energy, because they see so far ahead. It's like that predictive genius energy. Uranus is the modern day ruler. So let's take a look. Let me start with, we're going to be looking at Pisces. So for Pisces, we're going to be pulling a card first from Woman of the Earth. Women of the Earth. Ooh, and there we have it. I had two come out, and it's really funny what they are. So I'm going to look at both of them for you because they're both water related. So the first one I saw was lake. Nostalgia, magic, inner child. Listen to your youthful spirit. Revisit joyful experiences. Gorgeous. The other one, ocean. So Pisces. So Pisces. Mystery, power, emotions. The strength you possess is greater than you realize. I love this one for you. It's very much about water and the emotion. You have Neptune in your sign. You have Saturn in your sign right now. So you've been having a lot of busy times. So let's take a look for you. Pisces. Ooh, you want to come out. Exposed and revealed. Yes, there is going to be a lot that is going to be exposed and revealed, especially during the next 3 weeks. It's going to be off the hook. So, Pisces, I like the strength you possess is greater than you realize. I like that energy and what that's saying for you, because you're going to have a grand water trine occurring in, well, actually, if you have anything in the other water signs, you're getting some very supported energy, because at the very end, Neptune is part of that energy. And then you also at close to that 9-degree new moon in Scorpio, you're going to have a trine to Saturn, which is in your sign right now. So what other things? Do you have anything in Cancer around those degrees that is going to be showing up? 4 of Cups. Stuck energy. Why do you have stuck energy? Okay, let's see what we've got. King of Wands. Very good energy for Pisces. Starting something new. Really what I see Pisces have going through right now is you've had big dreams. And with Saturn there, Saturn is building those big dreams with you. Saturn is currently in retrograde. It will go all the way back to 11 degrees before it turns direct. And then all of these things that you've been working on and putting into place and working so hard for can really move forward. 8 of Cups. There are things that you've learned. And you can see this is a full moon that's there. There are things that you've learned that you can take forward with you, right? You don't have to take anything but the wisdom. I've learned this. Now I can move on and take this knowledge with me for starting something new. Or I know with Saturn, it's a hard taskmaster. It's like, okay, I had to go back and redo some things, and now I've got it. And having Mars going retrograde is also going to be in a trine to what is going to be happening with Saturn in your chart, and also with Neptune, because it's the 17 to 30 degrees of Cancer that it's going to be working with. And that's a trine, helpful energy, flowing energy. So, are you going to have some hard things to face and work out? Yes, but it'll be a lot easier than what other people are dealing with that have squares. Um, yes, like it will be much harder for Aries because it'll be squaring that energy of Mars. So, let's take a look. What else do we have here? Three of Pentacles. This is really a good time to be working with other people and learning new things or teaching what you know. Three of Pentacles is working with others in a very successful manner. And here I see that there's a master, there's an apprentice, and there's a journeyman. And they can all learn from each other because sometimes the apprentice will try something new and get a completely different result than the expected spell. And it was what was needed, right? So let's take that energy through. Eight of Pentacles, doing the work. Pisces, you have to do the work. There's not going to be any getting out of it because if you don't, all that wasted time that Saturn has been in your sign is going to be for naught. If you do the work, if you do the work, Saturn will give you a great gift, right? It will help you with whatever it is you've had going on in your first house. So do the work. Make sure it's quality work that you can be proud of. And it's underneath the King of Wands. So it could be very new business energy, very much so. Tower, tower, tower. We do have Uranus in Taurus. That would be in a sextile to the very busy Neptune in your chart. So you can use surprises, that kind of surprising energy, and have it help you and have, all of a sudden if you have Pisces as an ascendant, then Taurus would be your third house. That could be siblings that could, come up with a surprise. People that feel like family, local communities, local businesses, your own small business. Something surprising could come up, and it's beneficial energy for you because it's a sextile, 60 degrees. It's helping energy. Okay, but very surprising. Again, the Emperor. Yes, we're definitely moving away from this kind of energy. There's not just going to be one person that gets to decide everything. It's going to be much more communal, much more free flowing, which is something that you like. You have Neptune that kind of creates that anyway, and it's the modern day ruler of your sign. So let's take a look here. Seven of Wands. This is defending what is yours. Six of Wands is usually getting the recognition for a job well done, that you've earned something, that you get recognized for your good work. And the Seven of Wands is about defending that energy. Sometimes the Seven of Wands can be, this is much more of like an aggressive Seven of Wands, but I've seen other ones where the person is really like in meditation and creating a safe bubble for themselves. And because you're Pisces, and Pisces would be very um, able to pick up energies from people around them, it's a good idea when you're out in public to kind of have a bit of a protective bubble around you so that you don't get, empathic energy is what Pisces is about. You don't get overwhelmed by other people's energy. When you're in a grocery store and there's people that are walking around muttering and not happy, I don't usually go anywhere near them. So I think that is something that when you're out in public, you have to be aware of, to keep your own energy in a safe place. And let's do one more here. The devil energy. It's really hard when you have Pisces in your sign, which is about dissolving things. You do have the energy of Mars is going to try and help put things in place. And so is Saturn there to do that work. But you can't give your energy over, your authority, your you can't let other people pull the strings. you're giving them power over you when you do that. You need, the word for today is accountability. You need to be accountable for your actions. So don't let things slide. Be accountable. And that's part of doing the work. I definitely get that. If you're not accountable, things will start to go wrong, and you'll end up being accountable one way or another in the end. So do the hard work. Do it with quality. Really work very hard with that Saturn energy, and then Mars is going to also be working with you. Um, it's going to be. It's fortunate that it's a trine from Mars that you're going to be getting, but be prepared to really work. That's what I will say about that. So I'm going to not pull. I will have a volunteer come out. It just jumped. This just jumped out. The Playmate. It's a number 16 card, which would move to a 7. So let's take a look. Oh my goodness. Playmate. Number 16. The Playmate. Now is the time to play. Whether you're working on a goal, busy with achievement, or attempting to make a major discovery, stop and play. It can seem counterintuitive, but play is the highest form of research. Einstein said that. It leads to untold new insights, inventions, and flat out joy. And joy is expansive. If you want to feel vital, refreshed, recharge, and experience the power of your soul's wingspan, play. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. Let your spirit take wing by giving yourself the updraft of play. What a great idea. Time to go outside and play. I will see you soon. And as always, tune into the Spiritual View. We always have something going on every day. And I will see you soon. Bye.